Hello, everyone, and welcome to my afternoon. Remember, it's my afternoon. You're all just living in it. I hope everyone's feeling good. Everyone's feeling nice. If you are feeling bad, I hope you have worked out a pathway from how you feel now to feeling better in the future. Hello, the lowest bitter. Hello, Darly Sam. Hello, Bread Santa. Hello, Funky Mr. Chicken. Hello to Three Green Mojo on YouTube. Hello to Lucy Lefty. Hello to Funky, Moral, Popeye, Preston Frost, When in Lenin, Rosemary. Anyone? Nicky Not Whimsy. Who am I missing? Crushing Ceiling, Dragon Garland. I hope you were all well. Hello, Dr. Plem. I hope you're all doing very well. Hello, B Jam Jam. Strong intro. I think the intro needs something. Hello, David Hall. How are you doing? I think the intro needs. It's the thing I don't like, especially in live shows, is you have this moment where nothing's happening, and then a moment where everything's happening, and it puts a lot of pressure on this first moment for all of us psychologically. It's high impact. It's bad for the ankles, you know. I like the understatedness of it. Well, I'll take that under advisement, but I think it would be great if we could somehow flow, flow from nothing to something. There should be a moment where slightly something is happening. Almost something is happening. I'm doing well despite not seeing it. I think the intro needs something. Well, the reason you didn't see it, David Hall, is because there isn't really one. It just goes from a pre-stream, a timer, to me being here, and now we're chatting. I know that some people, what they'll do is they've got the pre-stream, which is an image or a video or a loop, and then they'll smash the microphone on there and they'll talk a bit on there and then transition to this, talking with the camera. To me, it's not quite enough. And then I've also played with having a little video, like you've got your pre-stream and then a little video plays and then you come to this. But that doesn't fundamentally solve my problem. Whereas this moment where it's like, he's here, we're live. We've got to go. We've got to do it. Now it's real life now. Movies don't do this, A good movie doesn't go right into dialogue. You'll first get the camera panning up a tree while some violins play. Have you seen a movie? They have that kind of thing. It starts maybe black and then it'll play. You'll see some stars and then they'll go around the Paramount Pictures logo, and then that will fade to black, and then a little bit of music will play, and then it will say, this film was made by, it won't say, it will have it as text, this film was made by, and then it will say a name, and then it was like a black screen with a name and white text on it, and then that black screen, the white text will fade out, and the black screen will fade up, and it will be like a tree, and then we're like panning up a tree, or we're like panning across a tree. Or nowadays, if it was a film that's been made since like 2019, it's a drone shot of a forest from above, and in the middle of the forest is a road, and in the road is a car, and the car is driving forwards through the forest at the same speed as the drone is panning over the top of this forest. And you see the car, and then maybe the camera then goes up and you see where the people are driving. They're driving through these woods in like Oregon or in Washington State, and they're driving, and you look and you go, they must be driving there. That's where they're driving to. And then we cut and we're in the car, and there's a couple in the car and they're not getting on. One of them's saying, why didn't you ask for directions? You could have asked that couple for directions right there. You're always like this. And you're thinking, this couple, how am I going to spend an hour and a half with this couple? They hate each other. Their energy's terrible. They're just like that couple from the Coronation Street podcast. They despise each other. And yet, they stick it out. They see it through all the way to the end. Love endures is what I'm saying. And you don't get any of that from the opening of my stream. I'm just here being like, hello, and then I say all your usernames. I just think the whole thing needs a level up, You can have a black screen saying this stream would made. I know people think there's a movie. They'll expect the forest afterwards. What's the weather like? Oh, here. No, it's good. It's a clear day. Not a cloud in the sky. Tim Story reveal, yeah. This is my current favorite Tim Story. I've had a few over the years. But this one's really, really doing it for me. It's just squares. It's just some cubes, and you can twist them. And then there is a formation where they go back into like a rectangle of cubes, but a lot of the time they're just a bit higgledy-piggledy. I strongly recommend it. When I was podcasting regularly, I was a nightmare for fidgeting with things that made a noise, and it would get picked up in the recording. And also, I can't be biting on pencils anymore because I've had the sensation because I have a lot of notebooks. I'm not letting you see the contents, but like there's 2 notebooks on my table right now that I'm using just to organize my days. And that means there's always a pencil to hand. And I chew on the pencil a lot. You can see I'm a big pencil chewer. I think I'm very orally retentive. Is that a real thing, or is that just something Freud came up with? I think I'm orally retentive because I love to chew. I chew on anything if I could. I've got a doggish quality. But I've had the sensation that I'm swallowing wood. And I think that can't be good for you because if you get a splinter, do you not use pens? No. I don't like pens. The thing is about pens, let me tell you, Big Popper. The thing is about pens, I resent tools, elementary tools. You don't like pencils. Do you like wood? Do you like trees? Do you like the outdoors? Do you like apples? Do you like soil? Do you like the hydrogen cycle, Big Popper Peter? Because this is part of real life. Pens are part of capitalism. Pencils throw themselves away. If I'm out and about and I've got a pencil and I think, I don't like this, I can responsibly just throw it. That's the joy of fruit. If you're eating a fruit and you think, I'm not feeling this, just chuck it into the long grass. We'll be getting to lanthanides, Darlie Sam. Don't you fret. But with a fruit, you can just chuck it. The rats will have it, and then the pigeons will eat the rats, and the hydrogen cycle continues. A pencil is the fruit of the stationary world, because if I don't like... Our pencil's eco-friendly. Yeah. Let me look it up, actually. But it's just wood and graphite, right? And then I guess this coating, but I've often chewed this off. Do pencils biodegrade? Pencils can be biodegradable, but it depends on their components. The wood encasing is typically biodegradable, wood unto wood. However, the graphite core and the metal ferrules are not biodegradable. You can't, well, the graphite doesn't. Can I really not throw my pencils? Are pencils compostable? The truth revealed from the gardenersbible.com. This is the Gardener's Bible. I'm not saying I've ever done it. I've taken heart from feeling like I could. Everything's biodegradable technically, yeah? So I shouldn't feel bad for throwing my Vimto bottles in the landfill. In an era defined by environmental consciousness, the fate of seemingly innocuous items like pencils comes under scrutiny. Yeah, this is exactly... I've never related to the opening sentence of a webpage so hard. This is exactly where I am. This is exactly the quandary I found myself in. Hello, Bird. Bird, off the top of your head, is a pencil biodegradable? I just want to hear from the average person. So I've asked Bird.phd to come and weigh in with the Joe Blogs layman's opinion. How many pencils are you throwing away per week? No, I'm eating them. That's my problem. Most of the pencil goes down my throat. The little IKEA pencils are probably good darts. What I wanted to say, let me get back to Big Popper and the original point. According to the Martha blog, you can use the graphite in gardening soil projects. Yeah, I'll just start up some gardening soil projects. Graphite's kind of like diamond. Oh, yeah, try telling that to a diamond seller. Try telling that when you're trying to haggle. That's my biggest haggling trick. What I resent about um, the pen is that you really feel the price of the pen. There are certain things in life, and I think lemonade and crisps are a bit like this, where the cheapest ones and the best ones aren't really that different. You are a mug if you're paying top dollar for crisps. But with pens, the cheapest ones are so shit. They make you pay more for pens. And then you're like, how much do I value my pen? But the cheapest pencil is pretty good. There aren't like, if you're an architect or an artist, maybe you want to get some special pencils. But if you just want to make some marks on a page, they're so cheap and you can chuck them. Biros, come on, Rosanna. Come on. Do you not have a mug in your house that's got 5 biros in it and one of them works? And there's no good hand feel. Pencils have a good hand feel. Every pencil has a good hand feel. You're a HP boy. You know, I'll go further than that. I'm a Staedtler boy. I'm a Staedtler. How do I pronounce this? I'm a Staedtler boy. I never have a dull pencil. I've got a sharpener. I'm showing off. Where's my? Oh my God, where is my sharpener? I've got 2 things for cleaning my glasses. I've got a USB stick. Where's my sharpener? I've got 2 SD cards. I'm finding SD cards before a sharpener. This is not. It fell off the side of the thing. I've got a sharpener here. But they're always opening and the shavings go everywhere. How do you feel about mechanical pencils? I never touch the stuff. The thing I like about a pencil, a 10p pencil, great. There's no such thing as a bad pencil. But look at, you know, I've got some of these. I don't touch the stuff. I don't touch the stuff. And do you know what they had to do with pens, right? They never talk about this, the pen guys, but do you see this? They've had to put a hole in here. Do you see how you can see me through this? Now you can see my eye here. Because kids were choking on them. Kids were choking on these. These kill children. Not anymore. That's why this is here. So that if this goes into your airway, you can still breathe through this hole. This is a murderer, and it doesn't biodegrade. But a pencil doesn't biodegrade either, unfortunately. What I want to know is how I pronounce this brand here. Staedtler. Steedtler. Should I ignore the D? Steedtler. Steedtler. Hello, Summer. Decent pen. It is a decent pen. I trust the brand. But I'm not paying out this pen. This pen would cost you £3 minimum. You could get 12 pencils for that. I say it's Staedtler. I'll take it. Language is decided by consensus. Staedtler. Oh, you're doing the D but not the T. And tell me, B-Jam, do you have a master's degree? I need to work out what kind of weight to give your answer. It's pronounced Stee. That's not helpful, David. I'm a Stabilo Children's. You do have a master's. All right, I'm saying Staedtler. Staedtler. You say the D but not the T. That goes against rules I've internalized about Germanic languages. Wow. I'm learning so big. You might draw with this pen. Why would I? I'm damp with pencils. I'm absolutely sodden with pencils. I'd probably say Staler. Staler? You don't like D's and T's. Buddy, you need to pick a different language. You can't move for D's and T's in English. Wait, is it decided by consensus or people with masters? You've disagreed with yourself there. That's a really good point. Let me synthesize my 2 positions into one clearly defined super principle. It's decided by everyone, but I just give different weighting to different things. You know, expertise exists. Is democracy the end, the opposite of recognizing that people have expertise, David? Is that your position? That sounds pretty crazy to me. No, no, no. Everyone got listened to, and many people agreed with B Jam Jam. And so B Jam Jam became an important data point. But if everyone disagreed with B Jam Jam would be out on their ass. They'd be kicked to the curb with the Dust and the Beatles. I want you to know Twitch tried to auto-mod me for saying this. Black pens are for colouring in Endless Void while disassociating and getting ink all over the tips of the fingers in the process. I mean, it misfires all the time. I can see several vectors by which it could get confused there. What if I don't respect the ruling? What about how I'm going to pronounce Stadler, Stiddly Stadlin? Hang the flip on. Paused. We're paused. Just trying to understand your position. I haven't even suggested what my position is. Don't come at me with the end of democracy. I'm just saying that you felt that recognizing that some people had expertise in certain fields and listening to the people en masse, you saw me say both of those were good, and you're like, Phoenix Wright, objection. I didn't? Okay, all right. Someone's being a bit defensive for someone who hasn't done anything wrong. I'm just saying, for someone who hasn't done anything wrong, you're getting a bit defensive here. You're getting a bit hot under the collar. I've seen a bit of caps lock coming out. I haven't said I haven't done anything wrong. Okay, okay. I'm just saying a lot of guilty people happen to say that sentence in exactly that manner, don't they? That's what people say from the defendant's stand. Am I saying everyone the defendant's stand has done something wrong? No, but some people who end up there have. That's how they've ended up there. This is anti-OCD. Can you explain which part of it is so I can rectify that immediately? I don't really understand what I'm doing right now. I want to get out of this. All I wanted to say was I like pencils. Hilda go with a Bic Biro. Oh, Bic Biro's bad. I mean, Bic is so bad for it, right? Because Bic intentionally, Bic cheap Biro, right? They're so bad for it because they make these. They make these things. That is a Bic Biro. And then also, Bic make these. They make luxury pens as well. So, like, they're responsible for this, like, hyper-capitalist gradations of pen quality. They make the shit pens. I think they make the shit pens as an advert for the good pens. Because you try the shit pen, and you're like, there's got to be something better than this. And then you get the fancy pen. But with a pencil, they're all just pencils. They're all just pencils. I know Bic made a luxury pen. Well, I wouldn't call it luxury. It's just a better pen. I don't know what side I'm on now. It's not like a fountain pen. It's just, but like they do make these things. Like, because once you've got the grip, you're like, well, I'm not ever going back to a pen without a grip now. I've had the grip. And the clicker feels nice. When you get a clicker and a grip, you're like, God, I'm driving in first gear now. You can't go back to these that you get at the fucking bank. You can't get that the little Ladbrokes pens. You've been in this. You've been in a Lamborghini. You're never looking back. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about pens. I'm not here to talk. I don't care about this. As you type, your voice goes deep and high. How can a voice go deep and high? What do you mean? That's opposites. That's pitch. Pitch. I can't go up and down. That's a mechanical pencil, not a pen. Oh, I want out. Stop the bus. This is my stop. This is my stop here. I'm getting off. I'll tell you what else I've been doing. Sean has bound his voice changer hotkeys to buttons used in other tasks. Oh no. I must have just pressed it in by accident. Nobody could ever do two things consecutively. I struggle. That's where I tend to have problems. I've started writing down all the codes for the gym. So when you go to the gym, you go to reception and they give you the code to get into the gym. That's how they price gate the gym. But, and this is all because when I was first inducted, they said, you'll always have to go and say hi at the reception and they'll ask your name and then they'll give you the code and then you can go through. But don't worry, after a bit, they'll just remember your name. That's what the woman said when she was inducting. It has been over a year. No one is remembering my name. And my frequency of going to the gym is so common. It's starting to like stick in my craw when I say, hello, good to see you. Good morning. Happy New Year. And he goes, who, what's your name? Who are you? What's your name? You have to do something memorable. That's it. At my gym, there's lots of very, very, very strange people. And I say that with absolute love. I say that with nothing but compassion. And they are memorable. And I think because my gym's in a community center, I need to become more memorable. And who are you against? This is a. And so I'm resenting it. And I'm trying to make more small talk. I'm trying so much to make more small talk, but they don't want it. They don't want the small talk from me. And I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at small talk. Last night, I went to go see my friend's show. And when I got into the pub, I ordered a lemon and lime, which I think is going to be my standard now. I think that's me done. All right. Thanks for tuning in, David. Sorry for accusing you of being the enemy of democracy. I did understand what you were saying, but I felt like I was digging myself into a bit of a pit. So one of my favorite techniques is to deflect onto someone else. I'm sorry that was you. And I ordered my lemon and lime, and I thought, I've got to be friendly to people. I've got to be instantly friendly. I've got to have small talk. I've got to have icebreakers. And the woman who was serving me was visibly doing a crossword on her laptop. I said, how's the crossword going? And she said, oh, I've just finished it, actually. I went, oh, is it like normal one or is it cryptic? And she went, oh, I can't do cryptics, me. I was like, I've been learning. There's this thing called minute cryptic. They give you one a day, and it's I said, oh, that sounds interesting. But she was giving me such negative vibes. She wasn't making eye contact, and I just think she didn't want to talk to me. There's an outside chance she thought I was trying to be like over familiar, right? Female bartender, broadly on her own, trying to give me negative signals, and I got them. But where am I supposed to learn any of these social skills? Everyone I talk to just doesn't want it. They don't want the icebreakers. They don't want the chat. I thought that was the most neurotypical masking I've ever done in my life. I noticed something. I had a chat with someone, and I've been negged into oblivion. I need a universal icebreaker, though. What I need is a moat of small talk, ideally 3, that are always relevant, that are always applicable. Barmaids don't need chat. Well, look, I'm not saying she was in the wrong. I can probably imagine all kinds of reasons for that behavior. You know, we don't even need to discuss them. I'm just saying, I need practice. And particularly, I need the launching points. How many different gym outfits do you have? They're not full outfits. They're a mixture of different shorts and T-shirts, mostly block color T-shirts and like gym shorts. Maybe you've met before and she doesn't like you. I don't know. I think that is possible. I think I'm easier to like now than I was in the past. I just think I need a global launching off point. But the thing is, I've never encountered a good icebreaker that I've liked, you know? To me, if you really want to break the ice with someone, you need to get into some kind of mutual jeopardy. Like a criminal comes in, or you're both trapped somewhere, or you've both kind of fallen into something during a disaster. And then you will definitely get to know each other, I think. Even if you don't need to learn any autobiographical details, you'll gain trust from boosting each other up. Not even the big ships in the Arctic. I've never met one. Just have a sticker on your forehead or cheek for a few days. What, like a plaster? Like I've been injured. Like I'm Ryu Hazuki. Ryu Hazuki never recovered from whatever was on. Like he had this plaster. I'm a big Shenmue head, but I don't just like. Is that a plaster on his head? Because he had that on his face for like a year or something. What's happening here? Like, did he hurt himself when fighting Lan Di? Because all of his other wounds seem absolutely fine. What's going on? Unless it's like moisturizer or something, or it's acne. But it's set in like what, the late 80s or the 90s or something. You don't have acne strips back then. I'm not wearing a graphics tee, Shaz. People would rightly not give me the time of day. People would walk a mile not to talk to me. Why don't you practice doing small talk with this guy? He's going to say, do you remember the day when those Chinese people came and killed my dad? He's incredibly one note. He's going to ask me if I know where any sailors are. He's pretty famous. He'd get kicked in the face in the opening. Yes, but then 6 entire months passed. Doesn't he have it on in Shenmue 2? He has it on in Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3. Here's some of the key art for Shenmue 3. He's still got the fucking plaster. It is a plaster. Look. But he looks awful here. Like, what's happening here? If it's scar tissue, just have it out, man. You're like a martial artist. It'll make you look cooler. He keeps picking at it. Oh, yeah, that is bad. I just remember being like, why has he got a... You know, he got battered. He got battered. Like, his arm healed. His legs healed. He's not, like, wincing. He's walking fine. But this just never heals. Is there some art for Shenmue 4? I don't think there's going to be a Shenmue 4. By rights, there never should have been a Shenmue 3. I love Shenmue. I know. Won't hear about it, but Shenmue 3 shouldn't exist. I don't know if this is real. Someone's made this, but I don't know if it's real. It looks exactly like the key art for Shenmue 3, but with 4 written on it. I'm a bit of a fan. I'm not Googling things. I know exactly what it is. It's this. Oh, I know what it is. There's an application where middle mouse allows you to navigate around, and I press it without thinking. Isn't like all 3 games 2 weeks? Over what time span does Shenmue take? When I was a kid, I said Shenmue. I just said it. I just said every word, every letter as I could. But now I know it's something like Shenmue or something like that. I'm getting like how long to beat, whereas I want like how long does it take place for? All 3 of the Psychonauts games take place over the course of 72 hours. Shenmue's definitely taking place over longer than that. You canonically go to sleep quite a lot. Oh God, how do I word this in such a way that I won't trigger the how long to beat database? Shenmue begins on November 29th, 1986, and I'll look up what date does Shenmue 3 begin on? That's when it was released. That's the release date. Just search engines can't answer the questions. I guess I'll look on the wiki for Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3, Shenmue wiki. AI answer? We're not listening to AI answers. Come on, we're having some self-respect. Plot. Shenmue 3 begins March 21st, 1987. So canonically, Shenmue takes place over, well, at the end of November. So let's call that December. December to March. So like 4 months. And then probably that takes a couple of months. So let's say 5 months. It's a 5-month trilogy. Oh, 5 months. Okay. Yeah, AI was right. Well, you know, a stopped clock. Um, Bird.exe has said something that can't possibly be true. Oh, about the Psychonauts games. Why can't that be true? There's still a lot of I'm not going to call them tourists, but there's a lot of people coming to the gym that have got dressed up nice to go to the gym. There's a lot of, I'm going to say it, younger people that have come to the gym and they're dressing up nice for it and they're taking photos, and that won't last. You need to come sweaty. You're supposed to look like shit at the gym. You're supposed to look mad. You're supposed to look insane like the rest of us, to be honest. I think it's good to look a bit insane. Nice crop top. No, people don't wear crop tops at our gym. What do people wear? A lot of people wear hijabs at our gym, and I never thought about how that handles sweat. But that's probably it. Probably breathes. You have to arrive sweaty. Yeah, you have to run to the gym to show you're dedicated. Remember when there wasn't really any gyms? I don't know. I'm a recent gym goer. I only joined the gym when I moved back to Sheffield and my legs couldn't handle the hills. And I went precisely so I could go on the leg press until I could handle the hills. And it's taken me a year, but now I can go up any hill without getting out of breath. The treadmill only goes up to like a 12-degree incline, but our street is a 17-degree incline. I'm intimidated by starting. It's great. Everything's scary at first. You could be scared of anything. If you've never seen a dog, it would be scary. But you've probably seen a dog and you think nothing of it. I've been learning handstands in the gym, so I've learned quickly not to wear a baggy top. Yes, yes, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. I have given up on muscle mass and I'm just doing loads of cardio while looking at ITV. There is a tiny, tiny television on one wall that just plays ITV. So sometimes I'll see people like Gordon Ramsay or Paddy McGuinness in a completely like floodlit studio. Sean's going to be fast. I don't know. I went too hard today. I'm really tired. Have you verified this street incline firsthand? I looked on a database of street inclines. I actually don't want to talk too much about my street incline because although it's circuitous, it could dox me to do so. I don't want you to like compare my number to a street database and then come and kill me. I wonder how many of you could kill me. I think at least 5 of you have what it takes, but I think none of you have the will. I think some of you have the will but not the ability, and the rest of you have the ability but not the will. And that's the way I like it, honestly. As long as no one puts 2 and 2 together, then I'm going to live for a long time. Who is who? I think I'll get in. No, I don't think that serves me. I don't think that serves me well. Nikki could, but doesn't have the will to. Well, I hope so. Don't get angry at me saying that and kill me because you could. I could do it. Well, I could do it in your sleep, Crispin. Let's not do a chicken to see who's going to kill who first. I'm not going to talk further about how steep my street is of indeterminate steepness. No, but there's no one here who both wouldn't and couldn't. You either can't or don't want to. And on that second point, never say never, you know. I've got every capacity to turn evil. Yeah, can we not murder each other in our sleeps? Honestly, can we get the mods in? Where are the mods? We can't be killing each other. We can't be death threatening each other. I think it's a shame seeing people at the gym that are trying to get beautiful. I think England's not about beautiful. I think it'd be a shame we're not of the countries in Europe. I'm not saying we've got like a reputation for being ugly, but we don't have a reputation for being beautiful. I think it's nice to have a national identity that's based around almost anything else. It must be. I feel particularly sad for British incels because a lot of those guys have been radicalized by Reddit forums saying you need to have this perfectly symmetrical face. Your contours of your eyebrows needs to conform to the golden ratio. Otherwise you'll never find love. All your seed will be spilled onto the soil and turn to ash. And you go, oh, okay, yeah, I need to be like this perfectly symmetrical Adonis to find love. And then you step outside of your house and you look at the great British public, and you will see people who look frankly bizarre, radiating the aura of the sexually active and the sexually fulfilled. Everyone in Britain looks mad. Why are they chucking the garden? Have you not heard of fertilizer, mate? Have you not heard of horticulture? Sure, we can hear you in the background of your stream. I don't know what's causing this, and the fact it's intermittent. Okay, listen, this is the second stream where people are saying that I've got a pre-echo. Can I just check, is it just some people who can hear it, or is it everyone who can hear it? Because I'm stumped as to what's causing it. So I hope it's just Albrot's settings. Okay, look, it's just Albrot. Albrot's just what I think's happening is you're just predicting it. When in Lenin can hear it. I saw upwards of 20 to 30 hot people in the UK. Yes, I'm not saying they don't exist, but like, listen, the idea in culture is that everyone gets to couple off, right? We can't be like, there are 30 hot people, the rest of us just twiddle our thumbs. We're all pairing off. Sean silencing women again? What do you mean? How am I? Oh, because Bird can also hear the pre-echo. Am I still doing it? Am I going to have to watch my own stream again? I hate doing this. I don't understand what any of you get from watching it, but when I turn it on, I feel like I want to die. All right, let's see. I sound fine. I sound great, honestly. I sound absolutely amazing. This sounds amazing, actually. I'm going to subscribe. Click follow. This sounds great. How do I share? How do I tell my friends about this? I love this. I'm going to put on Blue Sky. Everyone should check this guy out. This is amazing. Do you want to hear what I'm watching? This is so good. Is amazing. And I've gained the ability to talk while hearing my own voice. So good. I practice this so hard because for some people, they can't do this. They would hear their own voice and it would stop them talking. But for me, I've learned to completely separate my right brain and my left brain so that I can just talk even if I'm hearing another voice. It's even harder with your own voice, but I can do it with absolutely no problem. This is the second stage of evolution of mankind. I think I've demonstrated something that's actually impressive, but it's just completely unappealing to see. Anyway, I hope we're all feeling good. Sorry for laying into the UK. Oh, did I even finish that thought? Yeah, if you're a British incel, I don't know how you make any sense of it. You're going to see, if you walk around in the north of England, you're going to see 12 men with heads that look identical to a brick, absolutely living their best life. Okay, the UK forgives you. That's the last thing I want, Rosemary. I want me and the UK to be at odds. I want absolute unending friction with me and Britain. Incels just have too high standards. Oh, like they think they just want to go out with supermodels or something. They should have a nice conversation with one of the people who volunteers at the library, if there is one anymore. My brother is a British incel with a Romanian girlfriend with my name but femme. How can you be an incel with a girlfriend? Am I going to ask one of those questions that's going to reveal that I'm just completely out of step with culture? How can you be an incel with a girlfriend? Like, what does that mean? Have I misunderstood something along the way here? Incels should transition and fuck each other. This is what I mean. It's so easy to get what you want from life. Like, there's so many pathways to joy. Imagine FMC means red pilled. God, imagine you could be so red pilled, you could be like an incel who's having sex. Culture really has advanced. They'll have anything now. My cousin is a hikikomori. He looks like he is a Quaker incel. Yeah. You know, my aunt is actually a literal hermit, but she's also the regional manager for Boots West Yorkshire. She wears a cloak and she spends her time writing fractions in the ground with a stick. But she also makes sure that one of the largest high street pharmacies is well stocked with ADHD medication. It's mad what they've got now, you know. Reddit's really transformed the whole world. Anyway, let's move on, hey? So, thank you to everyone who was here. That's the most mathematician story I've ever heard. I've never heard mathematician used as an adjective, but it sounds good. Oh, yeah, that's the real mainstay of the hermits. So, thank you to everyone who previously helped contribute to my new cultural revolution, in that I am now selling off the biggest real estate there is, my own long-term memory. And my first block of revision today is going to happen now. And honestly, I genuinely think I'm going to ace all of these. I genuinely think I'm going to. So if anyone hasn't seen before, my newest thing is that people can donate to make flashcards that go onto a pile that I'm going to donate every day, so that you can donate to encode things into my memory permanently. Let's check it out. Oh, only one is due? Oh, okay. It's not a big revision at all. I guess I did really well yesterday. All right, what is it? I've only got one to review. Okay, this is not much at all. I'm going to skip this bit so I preserve my long-term memory's purity. Crispin, you'll never get into heaven with nothing interesting in your long-term memory. Study now. Oh, yes, because I had a bit of problem with this one. I think I've got it. Luego me pareció toda una pesadilla. Luego me pareció toda una pesadilla. Bird, if you're here, are you able to say if I got that right? Pronunciation's off, but yeah. I mean, you're sounding like Shaz now, but I'm going to say hard, but I got it. So I don't have to do that again for 2 days. All right, and we're back. Yeah, so for any amount of money, you can add another card onto there and I'll learn something that I'll know for the rest of my life. Like, if you want to know about the Lanthanums, just by the by, if you want to know about the Lanthanums, that's Lanthanum, Cerium, Praseodymium. That's wrong, isn't it? No, Praseodymium, Neodymium, Promethium, Samarium europium, Gadolinium, Terbium, Holmium, Erbium, Thulium, Ytterbium, Lutetium, Mystisprosium. Get fucked, dragon. It's not my revision day for that one. That will come up tomorrow. Okay, even I can hear it now. All right, I need to understand what's doing this. Okay, a 10-second delay echo. Do you still remember your phonic alphabet? No, I don't. But I haven't actually been remembering that one. All right, I need to figure out what's causing this echo. Because if more people are hearing it, there is a subtle echo. Yeah, all right. I'm going to turn down anything that I can. I'm going to turn down anything extraneous. Could it be this? Could it? No, it can't be that. Not realistically going to be that. Is the echo still going? Please talk to me about this echo. Echo, echo, echo. The echo is still going. All right, let me look under the hood slightly more. That is muted. Oh, I wonder if I can solo something. So it says like only send this. That will probably help. You don't have a solo. I can't ensure only one thing goes out. It sounds like it's playing from a speaker. I mean, all right, all right. I'm going back on Twitch. I'm going back on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Sean Moore. You're on mobile. And let me listen. Let me listen. I'm here. Hello. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything here. Ugh. All right, I'll keep this muted and then I'll be like, I'll have reactions, you know? Then I'll just jump to this when I need it. It went away as soon as he said hello. What, do you think me doing this just caused this? Yeah, but my desktop audio input's gone. I don't have any desktop audio input. The closest thing I had was an input that was designed to take audio from my browser. And it stopped when I muted that last time, but this time it is muted. So I think last time when I said I'd solved it, it was probably a coincidence because that setting is as it was. Do you have very reflective ears? I don't think so. I think my flesh is designed to absorb sound. I have a softening effect on acoustics. Yeah, okay. Well, just keep your ears peeled for this echo because I genuinely am not sure what's causing it. Let's also get my white balance looking a bit better. That's nicer. Thank you, everybody. I will say I was impressed by how gentle your voice is in person. Why does it sound harsh in this environment? I do speak up a bit more here. I feel like, you know, a lot of you are very far away, and so I need to speak up so you can hear me. I can't lie. I wasn't here for the echo, but I haven't heard it. And it really sounds like chat's pulling your leg. Well, Alrolio. I don't know who to believe. It's back. Okay, okay, it's back. Hello? Okay, okay, it's back. Hello? I hear it. 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 Okay, let me turn it down. Can you hear it now? Yeah, it's still going. Okay, questions. We've got questions here. Why is it intermittent? Well, and I guess also what's causing it. Turn off my mic. But then you won't hear anything. I'm gonna turn off my mic and then I'm gonna hang on. I'll off and on my mic. OBS doesn't like me turning that off and on like that. What if it's my new webcam? What if it's this webcam? Webcam. USB video device. Anything about audio? Audio device. Capture audio only. No, I don't want that. Could it be the webcam? I'm going to turn it off. Turn the webcam off. All right, my webcam should be... How are you still on? I've turned you off. Off. Hello. Hello. I'm not, okay, and now I'm gonna turn it on, and we'll see if the echo comes back. Hello? Will the echo come back? What is it, Shaz? Shaz, what's wrong? Are you okay? What is it, Shaz? I don't like when people say my name. People get annoyed and say my name. Oh, okay. I thought you were getting frustrated with me, which I don't mind. When people get frustrated and their way they express it is to say my name. No, no, but we've got a thing to try. So as soon as you hear it, let me know again. And then I'll turn the webcam off and we'll see if that kills it. In the meantime, maybe I'll look again at this. I think there is a microphone in this, but I don't. So there's something here called audio output mode. Would that imply that this outputs audio? Sure, I'm not frustrated with. No, I don't like it. I don't like the Sean. I don't know what it is. Something visceral inside me gets really angry. If someone's a bit frustrated with me and they say Sean, I just feel like I'm being told off and I can't handle it. I don't know what it is. My nervous system's just rejecting it outright and fully. Look, I don't like as well. That's not as bad as Sean. I can take 5 looks for one Sean. So audio output mode, does that mean it's trying to take audio out from my webcam? That would be implied, right? Output desktop audio direct sound? I don't know. Let's just click some of these things. Let's just click them. Let's just click all of them. Let's click. Let's click this. Has that done anything? Is that anything? Imperial, you're on thin ice. Oh no. No, it could be good. Is it good? Hello? Do you genuinely not like it? Apologies for saying it in the past. Is there something you're happy with me saying in the future? Do I genuinely not like it? No, I actually don't like it, but I can tank it. I can stomach it. I don't mind not enjoying things. I can stomach quite a lot. I genuinely find it irritating, and I think it subconsciously makes me dislike the person saying it. So if you want to avoid that, it is on that basis that I'd avoid you change your behavior. But don't do it out of compassion for me. That's the rule. Apologies for saying in the past? Fine, granted. Is there something you're happier with me saying in future? Yes. How about wahoo or yippee? Or no, that'll do. Wahoo or yippee. How do you feel about Sean with a full stop? I will ban you. I will ban you outright. Preemptively turning the big telly volume down? Why? Why? There's something very brutal about saying, look, it's either smarmy or almost militaristic. No, Imperial, I don't like wahoo now because I know it's like I've got bad arachnophobia, and whenever games have a arachnophobia mode where they replace the spiders with like a big picture of a clown or something, I see the big picture of a clown and I know that that just means spider. So it just makes me afraid of the picture of the clown. I don't mind Sean exclamation mark question mark because that only expresses concern for me. We're only allowed to make Mario Galaxy sounds. Yeah, can you make the sound that Mario makes when you've done like, you know, when you do like a half turn and then it goes into a backflip? You know about the wahoo fish? I don't know. I'm gonna look up the wahoo fish now. Games have an arachnophobia mode. Yeah, a few of them do. Grounded has one. Satisfactory has one. Satisfactory is what I learned. I don't like arachnophobia modes. Like a wahup. Imperial, you're not allowed to feel sorry for yourself either. I know the rules feel like they're closing in. The walls are closing in on you, but there they are. Those are the rules. I quite like the wahoo fish. Look, This person has a woohoo fish, but they also have an incredibly Fishmas looking hat. Isn't that so Fishmas? Hang on, I've accidentally, through the studio mode, I've accidentally put this picture in the webcam scene. You'll be okay, Imperial. You'll tank it. You'll be fine. Oh, it's a beautiful fish. And honestly, a wonderful hat as well. All right, should we play the dulls? They look like they had their VODs on. Yeah, yeah. Is Oracle even here? Speaking of animals, actually, a little segue. I think, was it Dr. Plem who told me about this animals, this genealogy game? Because I want to play Metazua as one of the new dulls. Echo back. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. We're hello?